Here live. Good evening, Boca.
Where else would we be?
Well, I just came from a ride that you would never believe. 3 shows, 4 shows. I lost count.
You're on a roll.
Hey, look at that. We're live. Gio got us going. There you go. Now everybody fix the shot. You can watch us live on amp2.tv.
We got to work it now.
Now everybody's got to work the shot because the monitor wasn't working.
I go front.
I have to move in. All right.
It's good to end the show on a happy note.
It
and
is.
Tonight we got no guests. We got nobody.
Put the other camera, Gio, so we can see
And again, you can see us on amp2.tv. Freddie J thinks that he's home. He's talking to his brother in Tampa.
He can hear us. He's on the board.
So can all of America on the radio.
Well, that's fine.
And they're tweeting me. I just wanted to let you know that we are coming to you live. There you go. Coming to you live. I have Liz Becker. No nickname because she yelled at me.
Wait, I sort of like the Liz break it down Becker.
It's
trying to
grow on me. Liz, break it down, Becker.
I think I may.
And Freddie, fix it up.
And Freddie fixes. So we got to break it down and fix it up. And Freddie J, which is in the middle of nowhere. All right. And we got some good news. We're going to go on Comcast Television.
Yay.
August 1st.
Are we going on Comcast?
Well, we're going. Well, you're part of the show. Well, maybe not you. How's that?
This might be my last show.
No, actually, we got to find a place to shoot it, and we're going to air it. It's going to go on Thursday nights. And we're going to be seen live, I think, on Channel 578 in West Palm Beach or 580 or some crazy number like that.
Awesome.
But it's a lot of fun. And how has your week been? Do you see how fast this goes?
What are you talking about? How's a week been?
Since last week.
Oh.
But today we're going to do something a little different. Oh, God, you see, this is the color guy I got.
No, seriously, time is moving faster. I really think it's moving faster.
Well, I heard some exciting things coming your way, no? You got something on Thursday?
I do. We're doing a free seminar at the Summer Business Expo at the Broward Convention Center. And we will be doing it from 5 to 5:45. It's all about getting ahead of the pack and communication skills for the 21st century. So please come and check out the expo, check out our seminar. Again, it's from 5 to 5:45. It's in room 317 and at the Broward Convention Center.
Oh, the big Broward.
Yes, in Fort Lauderdale. And then we are also going to be raffling off one free attendance to our 3-day Communications Essentials training in October.
So you can actually win this thing and then get a free class?
Exactly.
Really?
Yes.
So we can
Can we put our cards in? Or
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
And there's no problem?
We get 2 cards because I got one, you got one.
And we take all the other ones out.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to do that.
You got to make. I have a trick.
You have a trick?
I have a trick for
cheat?
raffles. I've been very lucky in some of the networking.
Well, don't give it out to the public.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because then we can't win.
But you know what actually would be a good idea is I think to make like a little fuzzy coating over a business card. Because you know when someone's going into that box, if it's like fuzzy.
Time out. Then you would have to be in on the conspiracy.
I know, but I'm going to try it. I think it could work.
You could bend the corner too and give it away.
No, the fuzzy. I like the fuzzy. Fuzziness.
We'll put some fuzzy things
I don't want to hear it.
on your card.
Too much information. You're going to put fuzzy on my card? All right, Boca. Here you have it. Our number, 888-565-1470 with Liz Break It Down Becker and Freddie J. I got to get used to that. No Linda Harmon tonight. She's mad at me because I didn't turn the AC down. Does happen, but it was an accident. Other than that, we got some in the news. What are we doing? We got in the news tonight.
What do you have? Because I got some stuff.
I got some stuff. I hear that more than a dozen people have been arrested on the Zimmerman trial.
Oh, okay. You want to start there?
No.
Wow.
I'm just letting you know.
His news is more up to date than yours.
Well, yeah.
Well, I have 2 interns working on mine.
Oh, you see what you did?
I got Quinn and Jordan in the back room.
He goes, before the show started, I don't know if everyone knows this,
but that's why I'm the boss. You see, I'm one step
ahead. We were doing other productions, and he yells at me, and he's like, well, what are you going to do for the show tonight? And I said, I guess I'll have to look some stuff up. He's like, yeah, you should. So while he's doing the other shows, I'm looking up some stuff. And then I find out he has interns doing his work for him.
He's smart.
And I guess they are
That's
better
because Liz
at
Becker told me what to do. She says, have the interns do it.
And he covers all
and
areas.
he didn't even tell me. So I'm sitting there.
They're not supposed to tell you.
They could have done my research too.
They did a lot of stuff here. I told you the metal world is going to be a Nick.
Whoa.
I got a lot of stuff here. What do you want?
I want to do my stuff.
I want to see the list too. I want to see both your lists before I even get on here.
All right, let's start with the All-Star game is tomorrow night.
What All-Star game?
You're going to make fun now of the fact that I know nothing about baseball.
Baseball's that little big thing you throw in a hoop, right?
No.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of men, waving with a
Here
bat
we
at
go.
balls,
Here
at
we
very
go.
fast balls, flying balls.
There you go.
Well, we got the All-Star game, whatever game you're thinking
The
about.
Mets at Shea Stadium.
It's not at Shea Stadium. It's called City Field. Get it right.
Ooh.
All right. You're a Mets fan, supposedly.
No, I stopped being a Mets fan.
Oh, yeah.
I quit.
He's a Brooklyn Nets fan, right? Right?
I'm rooting for the Brooklyn
Is
Nets.
that the same sport? No?
Come on, give us the news. Stay on the subject
So,
because I got a lot of stuff here.
Oh, well, I'm going to keep going until
We
your
only
stuff's
got
done.
25 minutes left.
I know.
So
What else you got?
We Matt Harvey, he plays for the Mets. He's a pitcher.
He's 72 with a 2.38. He shouldn't even be the starter. Again.
So what? He's pitching.
I know. You're really a die-hard Met fan.
And
I ruined you when I took you to
so
Shea
I'm
Stadium.
not biased, but the American League has Max Scherzer. I don't even know who that is.
Well, then why even pronounce
Because
it?
I didn't want to be biased.
Okay.
Um,
What else you got?
I have a question
Okay.
for the audience. Are you guys ready
Oh,
for
here
this?
you go. Today's trivia
This
question.
is trivia.
Trivia question.
And I wrote the answer pretty big, so I don't want anyone.
And we're going to
looking.
give you the answer all fuzzy so you can cheat and win. Call in 888-565-1470.
What do you win? What are we winning?
You get a free, you get a chance to put your business card at Broward.
In the raffle at the Broward
You get a
Convention
chance
Center.
to get into the raffle.
And here's a hint: make it fuzzy.
Make it fuzzy.
If you make it fuzzy, you win. Don't shave it. Okay, what do you got?
All right. So when was the last time the All-Star game was played at the old Met Stadium?
1964.
All
right,
You see, the problem is I'm a Mets fan for life.
Well, the problem is you're not supposed to say anything.
Oh,
He
that's
didn't
not
even have
the
to hear
right
the
answer.
end of the question, and he already gave
all
you
right,
the answer.
smart guy. What was the score?
That was good.
Okay, that'll
what
be the
was the
trivia.
score?
I know the
All
score.
right. Well,
I know it. No, that'll be the trivia.
What was the score?
I'll tell
it
you
was
after the
July
show.
7th. I can't tell you the date. You're gonna
I'll tell
just
you
look it
that
up
Sandy
on Google.
Koufax was the starting pitcher.
I don't know all that, but okay. I'll trust
I'm
you.
a diehard Mets fan. I'm sorry, but we'll keep the score as a trivia. If you can answer what the score was in 1964 All-Star Game at Shea
You
Stadium.
know how easy that is to Google?
Did you see that movie with
I
Billy
did not.
Crystal?
Yes,
That
was at Yankee Stadium.
You must have loved that movie.
That was at Yankee Stadium.
What movie was
It was recently, though. The one, what was it called? Parental Guidance, I think it's called.
That was Shea Stadium, wasn't it?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
Another one. So
All I know
Alright.
is that he was the...
Moving on. You want to talk about movies?
yeah, let's
well-
talk about movies. I saw great movies.
Yeah,
You saw great movies. How many did you see?
3.
You notice how we live in the same household and he's seen 3 movies and I have not seen any?
They're on TV. All you
No,
gotta do
we're
is hit
talking
them.
about new movies.
Oh no, I don't
like
see
movies in the theaters.
Yeah.
Well, my movie theater experiences really are limited to
She's
movies
not allowed
catered
to go
to
to the
8-year-old.
movies. She's not allowed to go to the
it's
movies.
I do only with my son. So I got to see Despicable Me too.
I was gonna say,
I wanted
did you
to
see
go see that.
Despicable Me?
I did, and it was actually really cute. I like the first
Is
one
that
better.
3D with the glasses?
No, I didn't see it in
Everything's
3D.
kind of 3D now. They make everything.
Those movies
Despicable
really,
Me.
you don't need to see it in 3D. It's just ridiculous. that
How
they
was
even- it's-
Despicable Me? I
It was
wanna see
actually cute. It was cute. The first one was, I think, even more targeted towards humor for adults. The first one, but the second one too. It was cute. It was really. It's a good movie.
I saw The Heat.
You saw The Heat. How was it?
It was funny.
Yeah?
Very funny.
Oh, I gotta check
But
it out.
I like that kind of.
I
humor.
love the actresses in it.
I saw The Heat. I saw The Notebook.
Well, that's not
You
new.
saw
That's
The
not new.
Notebook?
I saw The Notebook.
Oh my God!
I'm
Did you
Italian.
cry? Did
Yeah,
you?
if you gotta cry, you gotta
You
cry.
were teary-eyed.
I do Caregiver Reality, which is all about Alzheimer's. But Jesus, that movie just
Yeah.
blew me away.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's a
You
beautiful
never seen The
movie.
Notebook before?
never.
Oh gosh.
I thought it
Definitely
was a
tearjerker.
chicky.
It is.
flick.
It's a chick flick.
It is.
No, yeah, but I thought it was a different type of chick flick.
No,
Notebook.
it's a
Did you
chick
see
flick.
it?
I've seen it a couple times.
Did you cry?
I've never cried during The Notebook.
Oh, really? I've never even heard of
Yeah,
one
I-
man that actually didn't have
Yeah,
his eyes filled
I
with
ha-
tears.
No,
I
from
know.
that
it
movie.
was
Crying.
emotional, but I didn't cry.
I was sad
Wow.
because just a lot of.
What movie have you cried in?
We don't go there.
Oh, wait, I wanna know.
So
What
I want
movie?
to talk about. I watched The Newsroom last night on HBO at 10 p.m. It's season 2. I don't know if you guys have seen season 1.
I saw it. I fell asleep.
We talked a little bit about this before.
Yeah, I just saw a clip from it that was fabulous, but
Well, it's a behind the scenes look at what goes on in a newsroom through the eyes of
He's
you
been
know.
telling everybody this today. He really must have been affected by it.
I
He doesn't
really
cry,
likes it. He
but
didn't
loves
cry in it,
music.
yeah.
I like it because it has events that we as Americans find emotional. It has those events, and they put a twist on it, through the eyes of what they're going through to tell the news. I'll give you a sample. Was last season, they did a piece on the Osama bin Laden when he got killed. They did a piece on how they wanted to tell everyone, but they couldn't because they didn't have two sources.
Yeah, that's the
And
only one I
people
saw.
The people that are part of the the newsroom were trapped on a plane that had to that was going to the gate, but they were delayed, and they told the pilots. I thought that was really emotional that they told people that get affected by this tragedy, and I thought that was good. So it has Jeff Daniels, Emily, I can't
love
even
Jeff
say
Daniels.
her name,
He's amazing.
Timer, Sam Watterson. I mean, it has a great cast. It's a great show. I suggest you watch it Sunday nights, HBO.
Are you
10
getting
p.m.
like a promotional fee?
I wish. If anyone out there is
If anybody watch AMP 2 Monday night 7:30, you don't even do that. You give me the HBO. This plug is hello. What is it with you? You like on the take here? Anyway,
I'm getting money on the download.
in the
Yeah,
news,
well,
in
wait,
the
under the
news, we
table.
have Twinkies are back.
Whoa! That's
And they're much
big news.
smaller, right?
Twinkies are back.
They
and
shrunk.
And they roasted now. They're smaller
Roasted
with fewer
Twinkies.
calories.
But
Guess
hold on,
what?
didn't Hostess go bankrupt?
Yeah, they sold it to somebody else that bought it.
Yeah. What was the last Twinkie sold on eBay? How much was that?
$15,000 for a
You're
box of
kidding
Twinkies.
me.
I bet he better have eaten all of those, or
You don't
she.
eat them.
I would have.
You mummified them.
I
For
mean, come on.
$15,000, I would have just put them on a plaque on a
Whoever
wall.
sold those was genius. I wish we bought Twinkies and sold them on eBay.
Who would pay $15,000
There
for
are people-
Twinkies?
If I had the 15,000, I would pay for it.
For Twinkies.
For the last
Why not? If I
Twinkie.
had it, why not?
Really? No, okay.
There's other things you could buy.
Exactly. I'd have to be worth a lot of money to spend
Yeah.
$15,000
This
on a
Twinkie
Twinkie.
better make you
Listen.
fly or something.
Twinkies make you fly.
It depends what kind of Twinkie, too.
Twinkies just make you fat. That's about
And they're
it.
smaller and no calories, you can eat more of them. So don't worry about it. Twinkies are my favorite food. Do you know that if there's a nuclear explosion, the only thing that would be on the planet are roaches and
it's
Twinkies?
it's a myth.
There's
no
not a
more
myth.
Twinkies.
Let's hope we never
so-
find out.
Well,
I
the way
actually don't
things are
like
going.
Twinkies, so I wouldn't be very happy.
Who would
You don't
survive
like
on
Twinkies?
Nah,
You
never
don't
liked
like Twinkies?
Twinkies.
You don't go to the movies. You know what? I want your son to come in. You're 8 years old. I want to do a voiceover with your son
Okay.
about the show.
Okay.
You know, my mommy wants me to watch and yada yada like that.
He would
Alan
love to.
Knight does that with his 8-year-old son.
Oh, so you're
My
stealing
son
other people's
has,
ideas.
Hey, listen, I'll steal, I borrow.
If you're listening, Alan Knight, he's stealing your idea.
Alan, love you, brother. We're gonna do our mall thing tomorrow.
You see,
I'm right there with you, buddy. All right, we got in the news. You got the Denver Broncos. Everybody's drunk on that team, and 2 more executives have been relieved of their duties for DUI. See, my guys are on it.
Whoa! You want to talk
My
about
guys
Denver
are on it.
Broncos? How good does that team look this year?
Well, they'll
They got
go to jail
Peyton
for
Manning.
drinking. How good can they be? I
But,
mean, they
those
drink
are
more
the-
than Canadians. What are you talking about?
But they got Wes Welker, Peyton Manning.
Not impressed.
You're not impressed. All right, I'm
Football's
picking.
a
I'm
different-
picking them to go to.
Yeah, to go with.
So wait a second. So there's more people in the NFL getting arrested. Is
Well,
this
yeah,
what you're
There's up to
saying?
35 people. Now the
Okay,
executives
that's
are
a
getting
great,
in on
Yeah,
it.
that's really good.
I love it. Pretty soon there'll be nobody. They'll be all in jail. There won't be anybody to play the
It's
game.
ridiculous.
Well, maybe we'll be able to get called up. You know.
Yeah, called up. They can call me. They can keep calling on. What else you got? I got the Steelers center. I have to apologize.
Oh
for,
no! You see, you gotta cut me off.
Do you realize that there's a woman at this table? I mean, I know that you guys are used to doing this on your own,
Yeah,
okay? But it's time that we have to restructure things a little bit. I don't
Let's
want to be
talk
hearing
about-
all these things of NFL and baseball.
What
Let's
do you
talk
like
about
to
some
talk
good
about?
stuff.
What does Liz break it down, Becca, like to talk
break it
about?
down.
There's
for
a lot
us.
of
Break
things
it
that I
down for
like
us.
talking
Yeah,
about.
Give me one. Give me one.
One thing.
I'll give her-
Yeah, but it wouldn't
I'll
be
give her some-
appropriate for the radio, Freddie.
I'll give her some
be
of my,
careful what
ideas.
I say.
Well, give me appropriate.
What I
Oh,
ideas?
appropriate
Talk about
behavior.
this?
What we're going to talk about? No, listen. If we're going to talk about NFL,
What do
so
you-
let's talk about that. Let's talk about
No,
the
let's talk
fact
about
that they're all
something
being
that
arrested.
you can drive. What do you got?
That I can drive anything, sweetheart.
Well, give me one thing you can drive.
So what would be something that you would be uncomfortable talking about?
Me?
Yes.
You're talking to me.
How about, well, we
Oh, God.
touched on the
This
crying
is
in
gonna happen.
movies. So I'd rather talk about something that you would be uncomfortable talking about.
Dating for him, I guess.
Dating for me.
Dating.
Oh,
Okay, we can
okay.
talk about
He's very
dating.
personal. He doesn't let
I like
me know
that.
anything or anyone that he dates.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say about dating, and it's really going to be very short and sweet. For everybody that comes out there and gives you the rules about
Now,
dating,
you're dating, correct? So you're going to give us advice based on current
of course,
history.
based
Okay.
of current history, based on my experience.
Absolutely.
So basically, this is the one bit of information that you'll always need to know. There are no rules. There are no rules to dating.
Rule number 1: there are no rules. This
Exactly.
is like Fight Club. This is
Exactly.
what
There
it is.
are
no
no
rules to dating?
rules to dating.
What's that
No,
mean?
there aren't rules. You know, for example, when you're talking about, women and one night stands, right? Like the whole
We don't talk about
theory
that.
about
There's no
one night
rules.
stands. There really isn't rules because I know
Women-
people that got married from a one night stand.
And they got divorced.
Well, they're
Not
really
necessarily. I know ones that are actually married right
you,
now.
Could you say that they're really a one night stand if they're married? Because they obviously saw each other again.
Well, it started as a one night stand.
Well, let me ask you-
Basically, they had sex the first night they met.
Well, let me ask a different
First
question.
date.
Do women like one night stands as much as guys do? Because they say guys are always accused of chasing women. But women encourage that behavior, don't they?
I think that it really depends on the woman. It depends on her confidence, on her esteem. It depends on her intention of what
I
she
thought you
wants
said
out of a man.
everything goes.
Listen,
I'm trying to lead in here.
Exactly. It's about listen.
Rule number 1: there are no rules.
There are no
Exactly.
rules,
There are
except-
no rules. It's basically goes with what you are comfortable with.
So let me ask you, Liz, break it down, Becker. Have you
Yes.
ever bought a stranger a drink to meet him?
Have I ever bought a drink? No, I've
Have you
never
ever tried
bought
to
it.
pick up a guy that you liked at a,
Sure.
a
Have I
library
been
or bar?
forward? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be forward in the point that I'd walk up and hit on him like a man would
no,
necessarily
you
hit on
buy
a
him a
woman.
drink.
I
You send him
no,
a
I never
note.
bought a drink.
No?
Never sent
I've
a
never
note.
been bought a drink from
I just
anyone.
look,
either.
No, I just
Women
look in a
buy you
certain
drinks?
way.
Why?
I have in the past. One did it. I'm still trying to find out who was it. Never
Really?
told me. Yeah.
And you never knew.
It's probably a man.
No, it was a woman. The bartender told me it was a girl, but he says, I don't know what happened. She ran out of here. She panicked, I guess.
I think there's other ways of making it known that you're interested in
Okay,
someone.
so let's talk about that. How do you
Sure.
make it known that you find somebody in the...
Well, first of all, you start with the nonverbals, right? So you would start with your body language. You would start with,
Pick your nose.
approaching the person
No, you don't
slowly.
pick your nose.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is why you haven't been on a date in a while.
You start crying. You
Start
let the person
crying.
know that you cry
That's
in
good.
sad
You start
movies.
crying.
I'm gonna ask Linda. Did he pick his nose on the first date? She's gonna tell me, yeah, he did.
Yeah, right. No, you can do
Look at
things.
this. You get a
that-
text. Alan Knight says he has a Twinkie shaped like Jesus. I'm going to put it on eBay.
for $25,000.
You have a Twinkie that looks like Jesus. Congratulations, Alan Knight. You are our trivia winner. Even with that answer, we got to give it to you,
He
buddy.
was just like carving a Twinkie the past 5
Yeah.
minutes. He like took his Twinkie and started carving it.
How long did it take you to carve that Twinkie? Alan Knight has a Twinkie that looks like Jesus. I did read Twinkie, correct? Yes. Thank you very much.
How did we go from one night stands to Twinkies shaped like Jesus?
I gotta
What-
read.
what kind of show
I gotta
is
read
this?
the text that come in. I gotta read the text that come in.
Pretty funny.
All right, so
So back to
continue.
dating.
Back to.
So
But-
obviously, yeah, it starts with the nonverbals, and you can see when you approach a woman. I'm sure you sort of get the vibe if you're going
Talk to
to
him
be.
because
When
he
you
has all sorts
approach
of
a woman,
issues.
okay, before you approach a woman, do you send off certain nonverbal vibes?
No,
Yes,
he does not.
Come on,
I don't
he's
know.
got to.
He gets-
what do you do? What's
he-
your technique? What's your
I'm not giving away
shtick?
my
He gets
secrets on the air here.
He gets mad because when we go to a restaurant,
Uh-huh.
the waitress is pretty, and I said to her, "Oh look."
No, I get.
So I get a phone number from him. I said, "Put your number on the ticket."
No, I
I
get
said, "I
mad
want to take you
because
to the movies." Did it work?
it worked. It worked one time.
You only did
Okay.
it one time.
No,
So why
I've
would you
done-
be mad?
All right, listen. Everyone in Boca, in the 5-mile radius from this radio station, probably has my number somewhere in one of these restaurants.
That's good. Your chances are much higher now.
It's like lottery. I'm literally giving out my number here.
You know,
and
if
there.
you
It's okay.
add different, then different is what you'll get. If you
No,
go,
I don't have a problem with it. It's just I'm with my parents
Uh-huh.
having dinner, and they are trying to set me up. When I'm
I wasn't
alone,
trying to set you
I do
up.
it differently. I don't.
Are you embarrassed by it?
He's
No,
embarrassed.
I kind of embarrassed when they're doing it. I rather do it for myself, but
But you
What
don't.
difference would it be? Let me ask you a question.
I have
Like the end result, right? The end result
It's
ultimately,
565.
if she
565-1470. If you want to participate in this conversation, give us a call. Alan, call in now.
the end result is if you get a date with a nice girl that there could be some potential, doesn't matter if it came from him giving the number or from
Doesn't
you
make a
walking up to
difference.
her. Does it affect your confidence at the first date?
I'd rather be from me. than
Okay.
from them.
Because does it affect your confidence, like
Yeah,
on that first date?
It's kind of like, I feel it's childish because it's like,
My
oh,
daddy set us
yeah,
up.
That's fine if it's a blind date, but it's like I'm having dinner.
Yeah, right. And then meanwhile, when I did it with something that he really likes, he's like, yeah, Dad, yeah,
Thanks,
Dad.
thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Keeps the card, Dad.
Exactly, exactly.
Then he doesn't have a problem. So if you tell me you don't like her, that's fine. But the one, we went to the movies and she texts him, and he's like, She texts me. She wants to go to the movies. What do I do? I said, meathead, go downstairs and answer her.
I did.
And he runs down. I almost broke his neck.
And what ended up happening?
Nothing. We were just small talk and nothing
Small
led
talk.
to it. But
So no dating came out of that one.
no dating.
How old are you?
22.
Okay, well you got time anyhow.
You got forever.
But you know what? On one hand, I will say I think it's great that he does that. You know, it gives you more option. However, as long as you're doing it on your own too, because you don't want to be
I
dependent
don't rely
on
on
that,
him
right?
He
because
doesn't rely on me. I just pick on him.
I think it's
it's
great.
kind of fun.
I do the same for my son when he's that age.
Yeah,
For sure, why not?
It's all fun. It's
Absolutely.
Listen, you only live life once, so you got to have a good time with
Exactly.
it.
So
All
what's
right.
next?
So what else? Now that you've ended that wonderful,
well, no, we were talking about
Quick
body
dating.
language and
Body language. Okay, so body language, and then after, you know, based on the reaction. Look, what we always teach people is whenever you want something or you're in any kind of communication, and there is resistance, it's strictly because there's a lack of rapport, and you can create rapport with somebody without even speaking. Just
Okay.
through your
Well,
body
what-
movements,
wh-
through matching their movements.
what about the biggest fear that you attempt to do something like that, but the other person doesn't feel that way about you?
So the only thing to
Nah.
overpower fear
What do
is
you
your
do?
desire.
Yeah, there's a lot
The
of
more
desire, but we
desire
ain't getting
will
anywhere.
overcome the fear.
you're talking more of the mirroring trick where you mirror their body language or they mirror your
Right,
body
matching,
language.
mirroring.
When that starts to happen, there's the chemistry.
Exactly.
What's the chemistry?
When you say you're sitting at a bar and a girl, you walk up to a girl and she turns her body towards you and you turn your body towards her. That's a body language she's open to communicate.
Right. Well, it's
Really?
not
Yes.
necessarily.
Not always,
Okay,
but
you can't
it's-
mind read because
No.
she may be turning her chair because her butt hurts her.
Okay,
in the position
another
that she's
example. Another
Oh,
example.
she
is,
wants to scratch the other cheek.
another example
I gotta
is
tell you, I'm messed up because that never bothered me. Whether you could look the other way. I really don't
another
care.
example is if say you're talking to her and you fold your arms, you know,
Mhm.
and she starts to fold her arms. That means your bodies
She's in sync.
are in sync.
Exactly. That's when you have rapport with somebody.
This
And you
is
can
real
find,
stuff?
Okay,
This-
right now, look at our positions, Freddie.
Yeah, we have an elbow on the table because we have
Okay.
cameras.
Not necessarily. I could have been like this.
Yeah, but what
I
you
could've
haven't
been like
figured out
this.
anyway, because I was watching you in the monitor the other day, and you were looking around, you're counting ceiling tiles and stuff like that. You were all over the place.
Because that happens a lot of time. Rapport happens and the matching and mirroring happens at an unconscious level. So when you feel comfortable with the person, your body movements start to change unconsciously with the other person. So if you actually want to create that rapport, you have to be conscious of it and you have to make that person feel
it
comfortable.
must be difficult
And when you-
dating someone like
Not
you. You
at
have to
all.
be thinking all the time.
No, it's
Just
not
wait,
at all.
it just happens. The thing
It
is, you
just
have to pick
happens.
up on it. So when you're at a bar and you see this happening, that's when you have to go for the goal.
Whatever
Go for the
happened
goals,
just to
go
have
for
it.
it. Now,
Whatever
but
happened fun.
then the verbals come in.
Well, yeah, that's where
Party's not over yet.
90% of your game is verbal, and that's where you make or break. That's where
Well, then
you
you're in
live
trouble
or
because
die.
I seen your verbal game.
Yeah, that's why it's best to just say the least.
You know what? Alan Knight has
Less
a
is
Twinkie
more
shaped like
sometimes.
Jesus. Why don't you tell him to lend you that? You can put it down at the bar and say,
I don't
that's
want another
mine.
man's Twinkie. I'm sorry.
But it's shaped like Jesus.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Don't worry, they're made smaller now.
They're made smaller.
And they're smaller Twinkies.
That might be for
smaller
you.
Jesus.
I don't know. We got 2 minutes now.
2 minutes already.
Already? What are you
Unbelievable.
talking about?
We got to do an all-day show.
Yeah, we do.
We
need at least
we absolutely
at
talked
least
about
an
nothing
hour.
today.
Nothing.
Well, we took a break today because we got interviews next week. We got August 10th. Global is having a big bash that we're going to be part of. We got the interns here. But next week we'll do some interviews.
Cool.
And we have to start shooting the Comcast show sometime next week or end of this week. So you keep reading Facebook and checking us out. We're going to be on the air August 1st, 7:30 I think it is, Thursday night. I'm not sure about that. And you have your thing on Thursday.
That's right. Don't forget, come to the Broward Convention Center and Summer Business Expo from 5 to 5:45, room 317.
And if you have a communication question that you can stump Liz, if you call her Liz, break it down, Becker. If you call her Liz, break it down, Becker, at the convention center, we'll give you, I don't know, something to Mississippi Sweets or something. I'll talk to Alan.
Excellent.
Okay. Follow me on Twitter, FJ Santory.
Again, the
Gotta
Twitter
get,
king.
gotta
I
get
have
my
more-
plug in
I
there.
got more Twitter people than him. Now I don't even try.
Excellent.
Unbelievable.
And I have to say hi to my son, Mikhail. I love you. I'm coming home soon.
Mikhail, become a Knick fan. Don't love the Heat.
No way. Heat all the way.
Or don't become a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Although I
Root
like
for the
the
Brooklyn
Knicks.
Nets.
I don't
All
know.
right, we out of here. Want to thank Gio and Tampa for doing our thing. And we'll see you guys next week. Again, amp2.tv. Check us out. And give us a comment. Let us know what you like. What do you want to talk about? We'll see you next week. Enjoy your week.
See ya.
You've been listening to Santory & Sons, the show where society's past, present, and future are viewed and explained through the eyes of 3 different age mindsets. Remember, you can view the show at amp2.tv. And tune in again next time here on WNN for more Santory & Sons. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily